So it looks like Very Dark Man wants to start a non-profit organization known as NGO here in Nigeria, and I'm really excited about that because I saw him. I've been following Very Dark Man since the elections, the 2023 elections. So watching him evolve to this point is really fascinating for me as a development practitioner and a development expert. So one thing that I noticed within his journey is that he began to comment about current affairs, good governance, accountability, and he did some humanitarian work. He went to Jaws, he went to different parts of Abuja, did some things in the IDP camps, and just continued doing the work. Celebrities have come up to him saying, hey, you need to be an influencer, you need to get endorsements. He said, no, I just want to remain an activist. I want to be able to speak on things that bother me and speak on things that bother the general population. And he even evolved, even going into advocacy, speaking on the protesting himself, talking about NAFDAC. He was just touching on various thematic areas, and it was fascinating to watch. Okay, so then now he saw what happened in Maiduguri, and he saw the injustice, he saw how people were marginalized, he saw all these things going on with his two eyes. And then he now went into the government trying to find out what they can do to make the lives of people better. And then he saw the responses. In any government around the world, there are lapses, and Nigeria is no exception. And one thing about a certain society, you have three sectors. You have the government sector, you have private sector, you have the development sector. And I've seen Very Dark Man navigate his way through the government sector, trying to talk to NAFDAC, trying to make sure that we don't, put poisons in our system. He navigated that. Private sector, trying to, people have been approaching him to do influential work, trying to navigate the politics through that, and he just decided he wasn't going to do it. So going back to him being in Maiduguri, he saw the injustice. He saw that the government is complicit in gaining financially from the oppression of the people. That's his observation. And then after seeing that, he was angry. He was naming and shaming government officials in Borno State and everything. And then he now said, you know what, let me start an NGO. And this is the cusp of what I'm looking at, and of an NGO founder that I know will do the right thing because he has his why. Okay, he's not doing it because he wants money. He's not doing it just because he sees his buddies are doing it. He says, I want to start an NGO and create an institution where donors can trust me to be able to implement the vision and mission of my organization that they have keyed into. Okay, so now all this your passion VDM, you're not going to be able to hone it down into an institution. You will now become an institution now. So you have registered, you're creating your bank account and all that. Now with registration, make sure you get board members that can help you create the structures and administration that you need, that can help you structure the programs that you need, and that can help you develop the strategy that you need to actually have the institution and create systems that you need to build your organization. Okay, then from there you can now decide what thematic. Do I want to be an advocate? Do I want to continue to go into activism and institutional advocacy? I can now work on democracy and governance or what have you. You can do that, or you can say, you know what, the Nigerian government is too messed up for me to even dabble in that. Let me just become a humanitarian. Where I see a need, I just meet the need. If there's an earthquake, we just put money together and we provide interventions. There are international organizations that do that, like Plan International, like Care International, like some UN agencies, they do that. But you can say, hey, I want to be a part of that. I want to be able to do it in the way that would directly impact the people. Okay, and then navigate the politics of all that. So you can do that. Okay, so that is the cusp you're in right now. So if I were you, I would make sure that I create the systems and structures now, so that everything is not just surrounded by you. Okay, because you may want to do other things, but your NGO is still in existence and you can still do the work you want to do. You can either do two things. You can start the NGO and then you be the chairman of the NGO, and then facilitate the governance structure, the corporate governance structure of your organization. Or you can execute and just become the founder and executive director and just have a seat on the board. So you can do either or of the two. So let's have a conversation. I'm going to tag you on this post, and let me know if you want to talk. You can call me in live, and then we can have a conversation about your organization, what you're thinking, and carry all your followers along in terms of your journey. Or we can do it behind the scenes, and then everybody sees how you're evolving along your journey of becoming an institution. Congratulations, VDM.